Um, if I wanted to take up archery and learn how to shoot a bow, what's the first thing I need to know? What do I need to practice? What do I need to know? Just the very basics so that I'm not programming in bad habits.
Well, you first have to decide which segment of archery you want to get into. Target, hunting, or you have people that do what they call flight shooting for distance. But we'll talk about hunting, being as that's where our interest lies. Get a bow you can handle comfortably. It's better to be underbowed than overbowed. And when you start to practice, I recommend that you get within probably 10 yards of some bales of hay. Kind of learn the form that you want to practice. Then you stand and practice probably for 3 weeks or a month before you even think about shooting at a target to try to hit something. You simply swing up, and once you have proper form and know what it is, then you practice it until it is programmed into your brain, until you can do it without even thinking about it.
So what is proper form?
Well, you have
What
to.
is
You
form?
have
Tell
to.
me, like I don't have any idea.
Well,
I've
the
got
way
my
you
bow,
hold,
I've
the
got my
way you
arrows.
hold your bow, the way you hold your arrows when you're ready to shoot and release. You
What is that? Okay, now
you
just
have to
pretend
have.
I've got my bow out here. Tell me what to do. I don't know what
You
to
have
do
to
with it.
swing up and have a place on your face that
Swing
you
what
come
up?
to eat the bow. You swing. You start down here. You draw from here up to here.
What's here? Swing up from the hip?
The hip up through to your. You should swing up. You start your draw down here, and when you get up here, you have about 6 or 8 inches to come back. Anchor. You have one point on your face that you anchor every time. You don't go from one place to the other just like this. You swing up, ka-toom. You do that every time. Ka-toom.
So you hold, you're pulling your bow up from your hip.
Right.
You're pulling back to
Your anchor point.
your anchor point next to your cheek somewhere.
Right.
Then when do you know to release? How long do you hold?
Well, when you get set in comfortably, now you pull with your arms and your back, but the tension is in your back muscles. When you're standing there holding, the pull is in the tension of your back muscles, and when you anchor in, then you just point and shoot. Because now we're shooting without a sight. We're not using a sight.
Right. So what do I use? How do I?
You don't worry about that until you get your form practiced, until you program it in. Then,
So again, my
even
form
as you
is,
shoot,
my form is how I pull the bow up,
right,
pull the back,
to the same place every
anchor
time.
in and release. That is form.
Right.
Okay. That's what I didn't understand. When
If
you
you
said
let
form.
it go off out here or hold too long or whatever, each person will have a
unique form technique.
well, you've got to shoot your own rhythm. Some people hold for a long time. Some people shoots almost instantly when they hit anchor. It's a thing you'll have to work out, but you'll learn this as you go. But the shooting at targets, you should not put anything up to shoot at. Shoot at a bale at about 10 yards, 12 yards, until you establish your form, till it starts to feel good. You will find yourself picking a spot on that target. You'll pick a blade of grass, a straw or something, and shoot at it. And when you get till you can do this without it affecting you, it's okay to go ahead. But now, really, when you're first learning, you don't pick any specific thing to shoot at. You're just worried about swing, draw, anchor deep, release. Swing, draw, anchor deep, release.
Swing, draw, anchor deep. Okay, so that is form.
That is your form. That is the basics of your form.
Earlier, that's the process for practicing shooting, so you're not programming in bad habits.
Yep. And shooting does two things. Just shooting for form does like that for two things. It helps to maintain correct form, plus it helps to keep and maintain your bow pulling strength, which is very important. If you're shooting a bow and it's too stout for you, you can't handle it, you're going to have bad habits. So it's better to be underbowed than overbowed. But you can increase your bow strength by shooting a lot, working out, and different forms of things to do that will help increase to a heavy hunting weight bow if you desire to do that.